Well, hello and welcome back to Buckland Junction. There's Al. Yes, I'm not in the loft, I'm in the hobby room again. Been preparing a couple of locomotives. One I've had for a while and one I've just won on eBay. One is a Dapol and the other one's a Hornby Dublo Class N2 tank locomotive, 062s. So let's have a look at those, and a couple of eBay finds that I've been lucky enough to win recently. So and I'll finish up with a little run session of the two N2s working on the layout. So let's get into it. Yeah, so we're on the workbench today. This is my track cleaner that's arrived. It's a much older version than mine, slightly different wheel sets. So I'm going to have to push the pins out and lubricate and clean the wheels and axles on that before we can use it. And if you see in the last video I said I've got 2 more Arnold sands coming. So I think this makes 10, and I think I want a 12 thing. And I put the tissue paper in yesterday and that's already gone nice and hard. So I put some sand in them in a moment. The sand is here, yet another different sand. So I've got three types of sand, so this is going to look slightly different to the rest. And this is my Dapol. I think this is an N2 060 tank engine. Really nice mover, really nice big open field motor, very good. I've just serviced it, so we've had a little bit of an oil and a clean up of the armature, and I've coloured the motor case in black because you can see it through the cab windows. Now the body, let me take this out of the way so I'll put it together in a minute. The body's had a little fettle. We've added some southern stickers. I know it's going to upset somebody, but I'm meant to be southern region here. So I've whited up the edge of the steps just gently there. I've added lamp irons to the front and a disc code on there for the southern region again. And I've silvered the bumpers. When they're dry I'm going to put a little bit of grease on each end with my Sharpie pen. So that's there. It's a really nice model. I've just done so many miles with this, a couple of years worth of work with her, and now she's ready to come back to the layout, all service. So let me just put her back together. There we go, back together. I think quite a good looking locomotive. The Southern must have bought a couple of versions of the LNER, because that's what it was originally. So I'm quite happy with that. I hope she's going to be alright after a service. You never can tell. So let's have a look at the Hornby Dublo version of this, and we'll sit them side by side. So let me get this open. Well, there we go, side by side. This is the die cast Wren, it's heavy. Look how nice the wheels are. She's been knocked about a bit. She is a bit scruffy. I think she would look good with some lamp irons, a nice red bumper put back on because all the paint is coming off. So I scratch that off, repaint that, silver buffers. Yeah, I might be able to touch these lines up a little bit because they are a bit in a mess. But that's her. Anybody hazard a guess? I reckon she's over 50 years old. Over 50 years old. And you can see underneath, I hope you can see, this massive, great big armature in there. Electric motor with a worm drive. And if the camera can pick that up, it drives onto this lovely brass cog. She's only 4-wheel pickup, which is a shame. Shame I can't find some steel rimmed bogie wheels. I'll have to have a look around and see what I got. But so that's a project coming, but look how similar they are. So two class N2s. And yeah, well, you're ready to go to the loft, darling, so take you out the way. We'll put you up on the servicing shelf. Oh, that's heavy. That really is heavy. So she's up there, awaiting a fettling. I reckon I can make a nice little job out of that. So we'll get her dress off and see how well she's running. Right, next is the two sands, so let me get on with those. I think that's enough. Well, all I've got to do is wait for them to dry. Well, there we go, next day. Only the next day, and yeah, rock hard. So they're ready to go to the loft. Great. So another couple sought on eBay. So I better do some searching late at night on eBay for another couple of cheap Arnold sands. I want a dozen. Yeah, I want 12 of them. This will make me 10, I think, and I think 12 trucks are a decent looking rake. Right, where are you? Aha, here she is. So this is back to this old girl. I think we should get it apart, and I can work both on the chassis and motor and on the bodywork. So I'm thinking about completely stripping the whole lot off, and I can give her a bit of a light sanding up and replace it in matte or satin black, I think, maybe, and make her a southern engine by putting some southern stickers on and some southern numbers. I think these are not bad, but yeah, I think I called it a Wren, didn't I? But it's actually a Hornby, made in England, Meccano Limited. So I'm going to strip the lot of it. So let me get her dress off. Yes, I know they're low detail. It says type L17, so I'm not sure what that is. But that's the screw. Look at that lovely big screw to get the body off. Yeah, no messing about with little farty screws that just shear off when you look at them. So let me get her dress off. It's a big BA4 or something like that. 4BA, I reckon that'll be. There we go, it's not a 4BA. I reckon it's a 6BA with a shoulder. But well, that's her dress off. I'm going to try a bit of I'm going to try and soak it in thinners and see if everything will come off. And I'm going to get myself some new Fox transfers, because I've only got one badge left. All the rest have gone. So I'll buy myself some new transfers, and I can do other conversions. Now look at this for a chassis. Just look at this. This is one solid piece of die cast. It's massive. The other thing I've got to work out is how to get a coupling on there, but I think it's going to unscrew. Now look at this for an armature. Look at the size of this armature. Look at that. It's a monster. I hope it's okay. If not, I might actually send it away. It's got sprung loaded brushes either side. I've still got plenty of meat on them, so I'm not going to take them out. I'm just going to, I think this is called the commentator. So I'm going to just 600 wet grip that and clean it off. But yeah, what a motor. It's even got an end float. Look there, can you see that little end float adjustment there? Yeah, I like them. I really do like them. Right, here we go. Well, I'm really quite happy because the commutator just shows hardly any wear on there at all. It's nice and shiny now. The wheels also say hardly any use. No rail marks on them. And the back pony truck, I just removed the old Hornby hook, but it was riveted, and I snapped the rivet off, so now I've got to get a big D on there, you know, my favourite big Ds. So I'm going to lubricate and run her first to see if it's a viable project or not. What a lovely piece of engineering, really lovely. Right, I'm going to give her a bench run now, see how we get on. Wow, does she run? Yes, but not very well. Well, not at all unless I force it to. I've got a brush holder missing, so I've lent one from another locomotive. This is how fine the engineering is. That's the brush spring holder. That's the spring, and the brush is actually in the locomotive. So I'm going to try this and see what happens, because I borrowed it from this I don't know what that is that 5MT? I don't know, I'm not very good with numbers. So I borrowed it from her because she's got a seized axle. So let me pop this in the hole and see what happens. Anybody help me on this? Anybody got an old Wren or an old Hornby Dublo brush and spring? Brush holder and spring? Come on, girl. Shall I overwork or burn out? Let's try the other direction. Not looking good. This is full power after 5 minutes, so not looking good. Well, she's running quite smoothly in both directions now. Backwards, forward, backwards, forwards, and I think that's it flat out. The one problem I have got, if I bring her down to crawl, it's not bad for an old DC. But if I stop it and try and start again, oh, it has this time. Let's try that again. Oh, well done, girl. So yeah, I think we're getting there. Well, what I think I'm going to do is run it in on the rails. I'll just leave her running for a few hours at a time in both directions and see what we end up with. She's doing a lot better. Well, I've added my own big metal D coupling to the back of the pony truck. Hope that's alright. And now I'm going to scratch off the red. I'm not going to use sandpaper because I gather this is quite leady paint. I don't want any problem. There we go. The way this is chipped on all high corners and edges is a bit like my Matchbox cars from my childhood. All chipped along the edges here. Every edge has got a chip on it, so I'll fill them all in with black paint, and we'll move on to the silver next. Okay, back pony truck now has its back coupling. The glue's got onto the rivet, so just put a bit of oil on there. Hopefully that'll free off. Come on. Delayed reaction, that. That's fine. Well, moving on. This is the next day. The black has dried, and yeah, she still looks like a bit of a sad old girl. But filling in all those scratches and bumps, and well, I gather a child had been playing with it, and all the corners had damage, all the corner edges, and that had damage. But now I've covered it in with bits of matte black. You can see it, but not too fussy. And there's the the big D, so she's in the right place at the right level, so I'm happy with that. Right, next is lamp hooks, made from, where are they? Oh yeah, there's one here, staples. So I've pulled the single staples off and I've already cut two here for my lamp irons. I'm going to cut this to get one more, and I'm going to arrow dye the lamp irons on, and then we'll go for the white and silver I think next. Now for the hard part, I've mixed up my arrow dye. I've marked the loco where I want them to go. Now can I do it, because these are so fiddly, it's a little bit of a joke really, but let's go for it. Get there, come. That's it. Straighten him up a bit, that's one. So far so good. This one's even more fiddly because it's going in there, so it's got a very, very short leg. So let's see what we can do with that. This is probably where I'm going to fail under camera. Let's give it a go. There we go. Come on. Lovely jubbly. Two, one more. Where are you, you little bugger? There it is. And then I can paint them white. This is a 5 minute arrow dye, so shouldn't have to wait too long. Oh, looking pretty good, Houston. Not standing upright, so. There we go, this painting job is almost come to an end. Yeah, look at that. Got a bit missing there. Some more paint. I just decided to leave the red banding because it's a different colour red, and I think it's a bridge too far for my shaky old hands. So, almost there. Well, here we have it. This is the end result. From a scruffy old bag to a bad painted old bag. But, yeah. I picked out some of the bits and bobs and handrails. I put 3 lamp hooks on the back, or they're only paint. Put some black stuff on the buffers. There we go. Looking good. So I leave her to dry for 24 hours because the red is going to stay wet for quite a while, because it is gloss. That's her with her little disc, a little southern disc. So she's now a southern engine, I'm sorry to say, but that's her. Hornby Dublo, slightly pimped. Oh, not bad overall, eh? So we'll see how she goes on her running tomorrow. Nice. Okay, and welcome back to the loft. It's good to be up here. It's a nice warm afternoon. It's wet and horrible, but it's warm for late October. So we've got the first N2. We put her straight on the coal, no messing around. And now we're give this old darling a try. Let's see how we get on. Who are we going to let off first? I'm going to let the Dapol off. She's on the full load of coal, so I hope she's strong enough to put up with this. So go on, darling, off you go. She's normally pretty good. Yeah, she's alright. She's got a really big train. Look at this. It's got real coal in it, so they're quite heavy wagons, apart from the last 4. So she's on her way. Right. Okay, darling, it's your turn. Come on. Wow, can't grumble. See how we get on. Here comes the full coal train. And where's the other? Where's the Hornby Dublo gone? Come on, darling, where are you? Yeah, she's here. She's only on about half speed, so I think I'll give her a bit more jungle juice. Yeah, she's doing well. Well, she's been running so well. Let's put it to test. We're going to put the whole sand train on the back of her. This is four loaded trucks. Let's see how she gets on. Very well done. Take two. Go on, darling. Yeah, nothing. Okay, here we go. The N2 pulling 10 sand wagons, all loaded with real sand, and probably twice the weight they normally are empty, and a brake van on the back. So come on, darling. She hasn't done much running. It's really turning out to be quite a reliable piece of kit. Right, running session coming. There she comes. I'm doing this real splendid job of it as well. Not bad considering her age. Goes the S15 with the parcels. Anything else? Not for the minute. Oh yeah, here comes the other N2. Past N2, here she comes. This is the Dapol. She's got some heavy train on her, but she don't care. I can't believe how well it's working. It's smooth, a little bit noisy. Down a 1 in 30 and up the 1 in 37. This is some climb, but it's not bothering with it at all. She's really happy. I'm really surprised. Here comes the Dapol. She's got the bit between the teeth. She's going for it. There's no stopping her. Can't believe it. What a well-behaved little locomotive. Come on, darling, here she comes. I cannot believe how faultless this is turned out to be. Look at that for a well-behaved 60-year-old girl. Oh, I'm really impressed. A bit like buses, you're going to get two at once. Hang on. Bit of train spotting from the top of the bridge. That's quite some train, that, isn't it? Yeah, let's wait for the Hornby Dublo. Here she comes. Look how smooth that is. Can't believe it. Right, see if we can get them all to stop around the other side. Shit, they're all coming at once. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this for performance. Can't believe it. Wow, I enjoyed that running session. Wow, what do you think? I'm really impressed. The Hornby Dublo Class N2. What a beast. It's going to be doing lots of work. It's comfortably warm and so well behaved now. See if we can do a crawl. Come on darling, you're really on show now. What about going backwards? I bet it doesn't. Ooh, starting to work in reverse now. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I better wrap it up because I've got a flashing battery lamp. So that's Alan in the loft. Going to have a few beers downstairs. And well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and see what we come up with next. But this is the star of the show. The Hornby Dublo Class N2. Take care, good people. Alan out. Okay, away with you girls. Star of the show first. Come on, don't mess up. Yeah, she's away. That's it. Take care, everyone. I might just stay up here and play with trains for a little bit more. Take care. Alan out. Bye.